Hey guys, this is John with Pagosa Creative Company, and today we are going to ask the question, which f-stop backpack is right for you? So f-stop makes incredible backpacks for hiking and adventure. They really cater to the photographer or videographer that is spending a lot of time out in the field and needs a burly backpack that's going to carry and protect their precious camera equipment. But they've got a lot of different backpacks. So which is right for you? We're going to look today and we're going to do a short look. I've got some longer form videos that you can see. But today we're going to look at the Loka 37 liter ultralight backpack, the Tilopa 50 liter Duradiamond, and then the Big Kahuna, the Shinn 80 liter backpack. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move these. And now let's get down to business. All right, so the first backpack that we're looking at here is the Loka 37 ultralight backpack. Now, the very first thing that you're going to notice with this backpack is that it is extremely lightweight. I mean, it's flapping around. Even in the videos, you can tell that this is a lighter weight backpack than the other two. So I really like this backpack for this is my typical like hiking backpack. I've got loads of room for my gear, and then I've got a little bit of room for my camera gear. So with this pack, it comes with, and I would choose the medium slope ICU. This is gonna fit, well, you can take a look at the specs on f-stop's website. It'll tell you what it fits. Typically, I'm putting a Blackmagic cinema camera in here. I've got a microphone, I've got filters, and then I put a Peak Design capture clip on one of the shoulder straps, and I carry my Lumix GH7 with me. So the medium slope ICU, it's pretty small. It fits nicely in here. On the back panel, there's not really a whole lot going on, just a couple little daisy chains. When you open the main body of the pack, here, let me shut the back access. When you open up the main body of the pack here, you've got plenty of room for clothing, other layers, things like that. You've also got a water bladder sleeve in here, which, like all f-stop packs, is on the front. And then you've got a little Velcro loop to keep your bladder in. Top lid. You've just got instead of zippered compartments, you've got one Velcro top, Velcro closure mesh pocket on there. And there's still a pretty good amount of room compared to like the Tilopa. There's almost the same amount of room in this top lid as in the Tilopa 50. Something else that's worth noting with this backpack in particular, the zippers are not as heavy duty. They have just kind of paracord zipper pulls, and there is no weather sealing around the zippers on this guy. All right, so on the side here, you've got your standard mesh pocket that will fit a Nalgene, which is nice. And then you've also got your side compression straps. Now, this is interesting because the side compression straps are included on this pack. They're built in, unlike a lot of their other packs where you have to use the additional gatekeeper straps. So that is kind of nice. You've got pretty nice hip belts. They have sizable mesh pockets on them, storing all your goodies. maybe some batteries in there, like a lens cap or something. Hey, there's a treasure. So I had been living in Tucson, Arizona for about a year. And you might wonder, what the heck is this doing? Why does it need to be so accessible, John? Why was it in your hip belt pocket? So I used this for any time I got a cactus in me, or like on my shoe, or on my wife. We use this tiny little comb to pop it out. Oh, good memories. All right, let's throw this guy on. Something that I like with all f-stop packs is when you put in that ICU, on each backpack, there will be little tabs where you can attach the ICU to the backpack. They don't really slide around much, but it is just nice to be able to secure that. Now, got the backpack on. For the sternum strap, this does use a sliding rail system. So you have kind of infinite adjustability. So that's nice. This can be a little bit tricky to work around when you're using a capture clip, but I've made it work. There are these two tabs up here that had buckles on them. I could never really figure out what the buckles were for. I believe it's so you could attach their the Navin hip pouch, so you could attach it to the chest. I don't use that, so I cut them off because it did get in the way of my capture. So this is the Loka 37, and my guy he's seen some action. He came with me on a canoe trip in Canyonlands National Park for a week, and this thing got completely full of water and silt and muck, and it's still going strong. So that's my top pick for more ultralight hiking or hiking in warmer climates. All right. Now let's go with the Tilopa 50-liter Endura Diamond. As you can tell, this is a much more durable and burly pack. I mean, it's standing up on its own on this table. The Loka 37 could not do that. It's quite ruggedized and weatherproofed. It's got rubber coatings on all of the zippers. Water's not getting in there. You got a lot more going on this backpack. So you've got your main body of the pack, which opens up just like that. You've got room in there for clothing. Now, if this isn't enough room for clothing, you can always go with a smaller ICU, carry less camera equipment, carry more clothing. Again, you've got your water bladder pouch in there. Same Velcro tab in there to hold it up. You've got your top, on your top here, you got a zippered mesh pouch. On the very top of the lid here, you've got another weatherproof zipper. You've got two zippered pouches in here that are individual. They don't connect, so you can't store a really extra long item in there. You could put it just in the main body of this lid, but nothing long can go in those two zippered pockets. And then you've got another zippered pocket right there. All right, on the front, let's go ahead and zip this back up. On the front, you've got this nice reinforced patch for if you need to set it down on the ground and it's wet, there's sharp objects, that's going to prevent anything from poking through the back. You've got two little loops on here. So you got your bungee toggles right there, and then ice axe loops on the bottom. So carry trekking poles, ice axe loops, whatever you got to do I mean, I suppose you could throw a monopod on there as well, but whatever you need. Got a weatherproof zipper on the front here, and this opens up. Here, yep, you've got more room for clothing. I've got a big lens wrap in here. Actually, two of them. From Newer, f-stop makes their own lens wraps, which are super, super nice. But yeah, I like putting my rain gear, wind jacket, or hard shell in here. You could definitely get like a down jacket. So this is extra storage for clothing, so that's nice. You've got a zippered compartment at the top. They love their zippers. And then we've got another zipper here for, I just keep a rain cover in there. And the Loka did have that as well. I just neglected to mention it. Or while I'm actually thinking about it, I'll go ahead and show you where that goes on the Loka. There's this big center zip right here. Sorry about that, should have mentioned that. So that's a ton more room in the Loka. Probably is actually my favorite FSTOP pack. All right, you can see you've got really burly hip belts here. They have little mesh pockets. I wouldn't store anything of value in there, but it's good for trash. The back panel, a lot more rugged. That opens up like that. You've got your ICU right here. So this is gonna hold a ton more camera gear. And then you've also got spots for, you could put an iPad in here. You got a whole lot of options. All right, let's go ahead and put this guy on so you can see what it looks like. Now, this doesn't have traditional metal buckle, traditional hip belt buckles. It's a metal clasp, which works pretty well. It's a little bit fiddly, but you get used to it. This is a really comfortable pack. Now you'll notice on the Loka how it had this sliding sternum rail system. You don't have that on here. It's more of like a daisy chain system. So you you pop it into place where it works for you, and then it's no longer adjustable. So, but this carries very comfortably. This is a great pack for as the weather gets colder. You maybe need more clothing, or you just need more gear. This is a really good option. This, I would say, is great for videographers because we're often carrying more equipment. We've got microphones, we've got monitors, we got all sorts of stuff that we've got to pack with us that photographers don't necessarily have. All right. So now we're going to move on to the big kahuna. This is really more, I think, of a videographer's pack, or for photographers wanting a photography specific pack to backpack in. I have backpacked with this before. It wasn't the most comfortable pack. I think I had it loaded up a little bit too heavy, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try it again. This is the Shinn 80-liter Duradiamond pack. It is massive. Let's go ahead on this one. We're going to start from the back. Now, the Shinn is really cool because of its sheer size. This gives you any option that you want for internal camera units. You can put multiple ones in there. You could put one whole big one, which is what I have, actually. So, I have the Master Cine internal camera unit. And when I open up the top lid, you can see, boom, there it is. This is meant to carry like a rigged out FX6 or other things like that. There's so much space. It kind of cracks me up. There's just so much space in this backpack. You can customize it however you need. This is the whole entire length of the backpack. I can carry my 2 cameras, my Lumix GH7 and the S5 2X. I can carry them built out with cages in here. Then I can carry audio equipment. I can carry a gimbal, which I often do in this top lid. I'll put my gimbal or a drone Mavic 3 Pro with its 3 batteries in here. Guys, you can fit your whole camera setup can go in the Master Cine ICU, which is pretty darn cool. Okay. In the back here, again, you've got a sleeve for like an iPad, and hey, I just found something. Look at that. I was looking for where that went. Okay, very cool. You got these weird little like memory card sleeves. I've never used it for that. Got a zippered compartment there. And then you've got a kind of a magnetic latching pocket here. And look at that, I'm finding all sorts of stuff. I like to just carry little bits and bobs. These are some funky elastic bands, which you never know when you got to tie or secure things to something else and it's not working great, so I like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and seal that back up. Yeah, the Master Cine ICU is pretty darn cool. You have got a big grab handle right there. You've got one right up here as well. All right. Moving to the side of the pack. You've got attachment points all over the place. I have most of these. I've got these gatekeeper straps on there. So these are really neat, but they're a little bit fiddly to work with. If you get your gatekeeper straps, set them up at home before you're out in the field, because they've got these little locking gates. They're hard to work with. You don't want to mess with them when you got gloves on, but they're really secure once you've got them. So if you've got a heavy tripod and you really want to cinch it down, there's a buckle and you can snap it shut. You've got a big stretch mesh pocket in here that is good for either the legs of your tripod or a water bottle. You've got a big side zipper on here, which has an interior compartment, which I'm not going to be able to show you, but it's got an interior compartment for organization that Velcros shut. You've got another side pocket in here, which for your tripod, if it's like really heavy, you can stick 2 legs in that, so it's not going in the mesh. The hip belt, really big and fat. You've got like a trash compartment in there, and then you've got some molly loops on here where you could attach the FSTOP Navin hip pouch. It's not my favorite pouch, I'm gonna be honest. I prefer the Shimoda top loader. Anyway, I digress. The top of the backpack here, this has a lot of room. So you've got this big brain on the top here. You open that sucker up. You've got one big zipper compartment at the top, and then you've got 2 very large zippered compartments on the interior, which are lined with like a kind of a fleecy type of material. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, you got a lot of room up here. And then if you open up the other part of the top here that connects to the main body, you will find, hey, look, another zippered compartment. All right, so let's seal that up. And now we can move on to the front of the pack. And again, all these zippers are sealed, they're weatherproof. And in the case of this Shinn, it's even got this big collar that runs around from like the top lid to cover the main body of the pack. So here's that patch again that was on the Tilopa. Great for setting this down in wet conditions. Yes, there's the same on the bottom there. And set it down on sharp, wet ground. Doesn't matter. Nothing's going to damage your camera gear. You've got, same as in the Tilopa, your bungee toggles there and your ice axe loops on the bottom. Now, this compartment on the Shinn is quite large, actually, quite large. If you were backpacking, you could fit like a week's worth of socks and underwear in here. But yeah, you fit a lot in there. You've got this Velcroed compartment at the top. I've got another gatekeeper strap in there. I haven't used this pack in a bit. And then you've got a zippered compartment that seems fairly weatherproof in there. Yes, lots of room in there. And then again, you've also got another zippered pocket here and rain jacket, rain cover. All right, let's put this bad boy on. The Shinn is going to have the same metal buckle system that was in the Tilopa. Something weird. And if you have a Shinn or another FSTOP backpack, let me know in the comments. I went to go put this buckle on for the sternum strap, and I find if you put like any pressure or weight on this, it doesn't want to buckle. I don't know what that is. I've never experienced that with any other brand of backpack. What is going on? I digress once again. You have the same kind of daisy chain sternum system on here. So set the right height for you and then you should be good. Don't have to change it. All metal hardware on this. Again, this pack, you're going to have it for 10 plus years, probably more, because if you're not using it that often, you're going to get probably 12 to 15 years out of this pack. It's just built so solid. All right, so FSTOP does have some other backpacks in their line, but these are the ones that I've got, and they've served me well. They're definitely an expensive system to get into, but you buy once, cry once, as the saying goes. I think you'll be pretty happy with them. If this was helpful, please like, subscribe, drop me a comment if you do wind up buying, and let me know which one you got. I'd love to hear. Thanks for checking it out. Until next time, we'll see you later.